What's going on, people? TroopzTV back again, and obviously it's time for that first blood clot preview of the season. You get me? The season gets underway this fucking Friday night. But before we get into the preview, I've linked up with my boys from Super Brew. You get me? It's a banging app. I'm gonna put the link in the description. You lot jump on this app. It's a free app. All you lot have to do, basically, download the app. You get me? It's a predictor app, so you just predict your scores, innit? You get me? The games will come up, you predict your scores, and I've got my own league in it. It's called Troops' Prediction League, and you lot can go at it against me in the league, innit? You get me? Remember, it's a free thing as well, and obviously if you get a certain amount of predictions correct, you get a prize, innit? If you get 6 correct, you get a free top, you get me, of the team that you support. So you get Arsenal top, a United top, Chelsea, a Spud one, or Liverpool, City, West Ham, whoever you support, you get me, you can get a free one. Obviously if you get 7 right, you get a grand. You get me? A grand for free, blood. You ain't got to put no P in this team, you get me? So make sure you hit that, you get me? Obviously I'm going to tell you like my predictions as well, you get me, so we can go at it and whatnot. I'm not going to do Sunday's games, I'm going to do Friday's game, obviously, because that's Arsenal, and I'm going to do Saturday's game. So I'm going to go for, well, I'm basically letting up on my prediction now, innit? You get me? 3-1 Arsenal. Watford against Liverpool, I'm going for a 2-1 Liverpool. Chelsea against Burnley, I'm going for 2-0 Chelsea. Palace against Huddersfield, newly promoted Huddersfield, sorry Huddersfield, I'm going for a 3-0 Palace win. Everton against Stoke, I'm going for a 3-1 Everton. Southampton against Swansea, I think that'll be a draw, going for a 1-1. West Brom against Bournemouth, I'm going for a 2-2. And the evening kickoff, newly promoted Brighton against Man City, who are probably the favourites, to be honest. But you know what? I'm going for a 2-1 Brighton in that one. So you lot make sure you join my league, Troops' Prediction League, and you get me, there's free prizes to be won. It's free to join as well. So let's jump on it, innit? You don't know already. But let's get into the preview now, innit? It's that time again, innit? The Premier League is back. Fresh hope, you get me? You got fresh hope, blood. I don't want to see man moaning, you get me? Yeah, we got a few injuries. We're going to get into that one right now. Obviously, we've heard that Alexis, blood clot Sanchez, the big man, the main man, he's not going to play the first 2 games, you get me? So he's going to miss Leicester and Stoke away. So I have to be real, that is a big miss. But I've also heard that Ozil and Ramsey could be missing the first 2 games as well, blood. So that's a big miss, fam, you get me? But I think we can do with it, you understand? Because the teams that we're playing, Leicester and Stoke, yeah, they are difficult games, but they're not the most difficult games, you get me? Obviously, we just smacked up Chelsea in the Community Shield. They had their first team out. We didn't have our first team out, you get me? And we got the job done because we showed heart, we showed passion, we showed desire. When Chelsea took the lead and it went 1-0, normally in previous years we would have probably collapsed, blood, you get me? But they dug deep, fam, you understand? I don't know if it was the Wembley effect, I don't know if it's a new effect, you get me? But you have to pay homage when homage is due in it. And Wenger, we asked for changes and he's brought in 2 man. Obviously I still want 1 more. I want 2 more, but if you can get me 1 more, I'll be cool with that, you get me? You put in Lehman into the coaching staff. You've gone to a 3 at the back, so I can see you're trying, innit? You understand? I've done said that I'm gonna back the thing and you're giving me reason to back the thing. So obviously I'm very hopeful going into this game, because obviously, like I said, we smacked up Chelsea in the Community Shield, you get me? A lot of man thought, oh yeah, Chelsea are gonna pepper them up. They smashed them up 3-0 in pre-season, and I told all you lot, you get me, that we'll get the job done, and we got the job done, you get me? And looking forward to the game on Friday night. It's a big game, obviously. Leicester City, this time last year they were the Premier League champions. Obviously last year they never won the league, you get me? They did quite well in the Champions League, got knocked out of the quarter-final by Atletico Madrid. Obviously Atletico Madrid are a quality European side. They kind of clawed themselves back in the league. I think they finished 10th or something, you get me? I'm not too sure, don't quote me on that, you get me? But I remember obviously when they had Ranieri and they got rid of him, Shakespeare came in, the little snake, you know, he was putting in the shank in the back of him, blood. The whole time he was just shanking the fuck out of Ranieri, blood. Ranieri knew the thing. When Ranieri obviously left, he said that, yo, I know certain man was snaking me, you get me? And obviously he was the snake, but he's got them playing how they were playing when they won the league, you get me? And it's going to be a tight game, you get me? Obviously Vardy's going to be up for it. I don't know if Mahrez will play, because obviously Mahrez wants to move out, and Mahrez was linked to us earlier in the window. But I believe that if we don't get Lamar, then we'll probably get Mahrez, innit? Mahrez is our backup man, Mahrez is our side man, basically, you get me? But Mahrez is a baller, we can't lie, you understand? If he plays, he will be a threat. Obviously they've got Slimani up top as well. My man is dangerous in the air, blood, you get me? If you put that ball across, he could just head that in the back of the net, blood. That's to get me. That's bread and water for them, man. There, you get me. But it's a Friday night as well, blood. Friday night football. I've never gone to a football match on a Friday, but I'm gonna be at the Emirates supporting the team as you do. But let's get into my 11 for this game. Obviously, Petr did well in the Community Shield, and he didn't make a save, but he actually did dive the fucking right way for once, blood. Independent shootout, fam. So for me, Petr starts in goal. The back three now, here we go. We got problems in this thing, understand? Because apparently Mustafi won't play as well. Koscielny's suspended. I think Mertesacker's fucking injured. So you're looking at it now, and I think we're gonna have to go with the back three that finished the game against Chelsea. So I'm gonna go with, on the right hand side of that back three, the big man, the main man, Robbie fucking Holding. You get me? In the middle, I'm gonna put Nacho Monreal, and you know, I'm not gonna lie. When BFG came off, I said to the guy sitting next to me, "Yo, blood, you should put Holding in the middle because he's the only natural centre back in it. Put Nacho on the right hand side and leave Kolasinac on the left." But Nacho with the bits in the middle, you get me. So I'm gonna keep him there, and obviously I'm gonna put the tank on the left hand side of it. Saed blood clot Kolasinac, you get me. He was just tearing up that left hand side, you get me. You got his blood clot goal as well. Finished that goal, you get me. He kind of looked like a Ivanovic, you understand? I can't lie, blood. I remember Ivanovic when he first come to the league. He was this big stocky guy, blood, running up and down that wing like a tank. He could get himself a goal, and maybe Kolasinac could be that new Ivanovic type player in it. And until Ivanovic was washed up, Ivanovic was one of the best defenders in the league, blood, you get me. And I believe that Kolasinac, I'm not saying he's one of the best defenders in the league, but you can see a lot with this brother, you get me. You can tell that, yo, this brother, yo, we have a strong defense now, you get me. If you want to fight, we can fucking fight, blood, you get me. Man, that's up for this team. So that's the back three that I'm gonna go with. The midfield now, obviously, this is what we're gonna go with. I'm gonna go with a flat four. I'm gonna go with, on the right hand side, Hector Bellerin. On the left hand side, I'm gonna go with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. And the two in the middle, I'm going to go with Granit Xhaka and Mohamed Elneny. And I think them two right there in the middle, they bossed that fucking Community Shield, you get me? They bossed it. When the lineup come out and I saw Xhaka and Elneny, I was a bit like, whoa, blood. Like, I don't think this will work in it, you understand? But it fucking worked, blood. So obviously Ramsey's injured as well. Obviously Coquelin, I think he's got a knock. So that's the two that I'm going to go with in the midfield. And the front three I'm going to go with is, on the right hand side, Danny Welbeck. On the left hand side, I'm going to go with Alex Iwobi. And down the middle, the new man, the real man, Alexander, like a blood closet, rude boy. You understand? He finessed the thing as well at Wembley, blood. I was pissed when I hit the post, blood. You get me? You can see the man there. He's gonna fire a beer shot on your blood clot. You get me? But you lot already know. You get me? That's my 11 for the game. If you lot think the 11 should be different, put your 11 in the comments below. And like I said, man, I think it will be a tight game, but you know what? I think from we get that first goal, it would open up, and I'm hoping that we get an early goal, because I think if we get an early goal, we can open up their blood clot real quick. You get me? So I'm gonna go with Arsenal 3, Leicester City 1. If you ain't subscribed to TroopzTV, make sure you subscribe. It's your boy Troops, and I'm out.